going to be like a 3-part video.
Sure.
So, yeah, make sure
you watch all 3.
Good morning.
Oh, hello. And welcome back. It's been a little while.
It has been a little while. We are in the middle of nowhere. Devoted an entire video to the wildlife that we have seen this summer because it has just been
everywhere
and exceptionally extraordinary. So from the ocean to the land, we have had the privilege of some pretty special wildlife interactions.
From kangaroos and long-nosed pota-roos, long-nosed pota-roos and quolls in barbecue.
Oh my god!
Can I see? I want to as well.
Oh my
gosh.
god!
I see.
No,
Yeah, I did this morning.
maybe they went in there. That one might be. No.
No, it's a lie.
Yeah, they get into the drip tray and lick all the fat.
No.
Oh my god! They're in the barbecue. Oh.
Yes.
Right, one.
What?
This one I think is in shock. You have to go.
Come on, buddy. Ow. Ow.
Oh my god.
Ow. Ow.
You have to go. Yes.
Yay.
Seriously.
Dead set. And Russell's like, there are quolls in the barbecue. And he says it, you know, like, I've lost my shoes, or, you know, the toilet's blocked. There are quolls in the barbecue. So legit, it is now standard practice when we come down here to, you know,
Check the barbecue for quolls.
so ironically, those guys were called Smoke and Flame.
Quolls are pretty tame too, for the most part. They are very scared, but
They're very shy, but this little tribe that lives in this area,
they run away from you, but they're prepared to stop and watch you. They people watch. The long-nosed pota-roos. They are incredibly unfazed by humans, to the point where they literally come and lick your toes, wander around in thongs. At the end of the evening, about 4 o'clock, they start showing up, and they will just come around. If you're standing around out by the fire or wherever, they will just hop around under your feet and they will lick your toes.
And
It's a little bit weird.
Lily's trying to become like this long-nosed pota-roo whisperer.
Yeah, she wants to become one with the pota-roos.
She does a really good job. I think the whole thing has really taught the kids patience, that like they have to sit there and wait for these animals to be ready for, you know, rather than the other way around. That's a little bit about the wildlife on land, including, have you heard of the lily chicken? What are you two doing?
I'm doing my special chicken sound.
Yep, there's a challenge to all of our fans. Can you make that noise?
Seriously, no one can do it. It only ends up like this.
I have not. No.
So wildlife on land, but wildlife in the sea, well, we've had a real treat this year. Russell finds the wildlife. He's still proving to be this freak wildlife magnet. Russell, the saying goes now, girls, get your wetsuits on. Why? Daddy's getting in the water. Because when Daddy gets in the water, all the wildlife comes out. I have to talk about the seahorse. We have found seahorses before, and it's a really special thing because
They're normally big seahorses.
there was this one day where Russell's in the water and he's like, there's this little seahorse, little being the operative word. It was this teeny, tiny little thing, and it was...
So comparatively, when I say big seahorses, I'm talking seahorses that are probably 25 centimetres in length total.
So seahorses about 25 centimetres long, go neigh.
They don't go neigh. No seahorse goes neigh. But anyway, normal seahorse is about, that we see somewhere between 15 and 25 centimetres long. This little one wouldn't have been any more than about 4 or 5. It was tiny. It fitted along my finger.
just so cool because you kind of just see this tiny, tiny little, you know, creature just cruising along, doing its thing, and you kind of go, there's just this tiny little bit in the big blue sea, and you keep going, you keep doing it. I don't know, it was really humbling.
We've seen a lot of that this year though.
Yeah, oh yeah, the octopus.
Lily found
It was
an itty
unreal.
bitty tiny little octopus that, you know, you would normally just overlook.
Let me paint a picture though. All right, so I had gone diving for some clams, and I gave them to Lily, and I said, oh look, we can have them for dinner. And Lily's on the back of the kayak with my mother, and she kind of opens one of them and starts going, oh my god, it's a baby octopus. And we're all just sort of like, oh yeah, she's probably just found a crab or something like that. And then dead set, they come into shore. There's this tiny, tiny little octopus in the bottom of the kayak.
Yeah, you never see that. Well, I've always got some dead heads floating around in there. You got like a live octopus.
What is it?
Come on then.
It's a real
Give you some more water.
I'll give you a little bit more.
That is unreal.
That is so cool. We have an octopus in our kayak and a quoll in our barbecue.
Hello.
Is so cool. Hello, person. Hello, Sam. Hello. I never thought I would see an octopus, but I just saw a baby octopus, and it's oh my god!
Let it go, Lil. Let it come off.
And it's turning red to try and camouflage, and it's just like, it was so small I couldn't even get the camera to focus on it properly, like that kind of macro kind of photography.
Thumbnail size.
It was unreal. And it was funny because when we watch my octopus teacher later on, and they actually say that to see like these baby octopuses,
Octopi.
it's really extraordinarily
Yeah.
rare. And
You
so
don't
we're
see.
like, wow, we've just so privileged now. We've just seen this baby octopus. So we returned her. We called her Octavia. We returned
Everything's female.
back
I
to
am
the
well and
ocean.
truly outnumbered.
We returned Octavia back to the ocean. Olive.
Olive.
Olive is Russell's new girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, we think it's female. I found an octopus. I am my octopus teacher.
He really is.
Not quite the same. I'm not going swimming every day. I have managed to find an octopus in our bay out there behind us, and the first time I saw it, I didn't think I saw it. I wasn't sure what I saw. It looked like a rock, so I dived down on top of it and realised, oh, hang on, that's moved. And it stayed in its little hole and didn't really want to have a bar of me, but I could see it was watching me.
Little hole, and it just sticks itself. It just comes up. It just sits there.
So then a couple of days later we came back and I went swimming again, and it moved a little bit more and came out of its hole a little bit more. I think I'm to the point now where if I if I was weighted and I went and sat on the bottom, it would probably come out and have a look and try and work out what I was and what I was
And we have seen a lot of fish and
Sharks.
Sharks.
Draftboard sharks.
Yeah, a lot of sharks this year.
We have a bit of a running joke with Lily. When we went to Queensland, we took her out on the Great Barrier Reef, and of course there are sharks out there. She knows that. And we were getting her dressed, putting her wetsuit on, and she said, "Oh, why do I have to put this on?" And I said, "Well, because you want to go in the water, because we're going to, we need to be able to see the sharks. You're shark bait."
Particularly when she's got a dirty face.
Yeah.
That comes from one of our other videos. You didn't clean your face, shark bait.
Walk just down here to this little building, okay?
And then we're going to go swimming with sharks.
Shark bait over here looks a little bit nervous. You didn't clean your face, shark bait.
So
Although that just means there's more of her to eat.
a bit of seasoning today.
And so it's just kind of grown from there, where every time we put her in the water, we put her wetsuit on and go, "Come on, shark."
What's happening, guys?
Right? She's little. She's little.
She's bite-sized for a shark, or at least a big shark.
Yeah. It'd
So-
take my arm, it'd take all of her.
So because now that's sort of like this running joke, and sometimes we'll call her shark bait. We kind of were showing the kids, Russ was showing the kids the GoPro footage when he found these sharks in the bay, and Lily is just like in shock because
Didn't believe that there were sharks there.
I thought you guys were still in the water and I was going to bring you over to you. Wasn't he cool? Wasn't he cool?
You will not use me as shark bait.
What, you didn't believe that there were sharks out there? He's not going to bite you. Here, look.
it's just been a magnificent. We feel so lucky. I feel like each year we get, in the bay and explore, the wildlife just wants to put on a better show every year. I think it's going to be like a 3-part video.
Sure.
So, yeah, make sure,
You watch all 3.
or 4, or whatever it is.
Oh.
It's just been lots of fun, and it's a nice memory. So, yeah, but thanks for watching this one, and hopefully you'll watch the next one.
We'll see you on
I'm not afraid of getting older. I'm one less day from dying young. I see the light go past my shoulder. I'm one less day from dying young.